You have played one of the most diabolical, complex characters on television, and you've done a great job on it. Can you talk about what you envision Root doing in season 3? We'll start there.
Well, I feel like I think for me, 2 major things happened at the end. Obviously, the machine getting free, but as far as her relationship with Harold, I feel like that there's a real sense of the sadness is almost more, not that the machine was gone, but that he would, to me, that scene when we were in the office building and I found out that he had released the virus and that he was willing to sacrifice the machine, that scene was, I was like, why am I crying about a machine? When I read it, I was like, I really, really care about the machine, and the fact that I just think that their relationship is really interesting, and why they seem to have. It seems like he's also come around to seeing like maybe some of the ideas and why she does what she does is not that far off from what he started out doing. So I think that will be an interesting thing to see how that plays out. And also getting that phone call at the end is kind of validation that I was on the right path. As I talk, I start to think maybe that I'm the crazy one and not Root. I really see the machine as a good guy. Like to me, it's like saving people, it's doing all of this good stuff, and when I watch the show, I think I want the machine to give. I feel like I'm rooting for the machine, and so I think. I feel like maybe I know that she's evil and diabolical. I know that she's killed a lot of people, but maybe it is not for all the wrong reasons. Maybe it will prove that there was method behind her madness, or that she knew. Like everyone's saying, this sci-fi show is now become a reality show, and maybe we'll see like the same sort of thing. Like there was need for Root to do all the stuff that she did, because it's gonna end up, maybe I'll save the world.
So she's the hero.
Yeah,
she's the hero.
That's what I'm thinking she's doing.
I don't know. And this is all my own. This is just because if I play her like she's crazy, then it will work.
We'll be adding some new lines in the script, and have been handwritten in your handwriting.
Now, Root did get that 3rd phone call, and Greg told us that it was going to be a 3rd set of information or data. Do you have any idea what it is, or could you tease us?
I want to know. I was hoping he told you when you were going to tell me. No, I don't know what the machine. They have not given. And I kind of want to go back and think about it now, because I know you do hear. Do you ever hear what the machine is saying?
You hear like a series of voices that doesn't appear to be it, and spliced.
Yeah. So I don't know. I should talk to Michael about that, because if like the machine is my scene partner for the year, and you've got to make up all the dialogue that's going on the other side, it's an interesting thing. I don't know how much of that is up to us to determine, and how much of that Jonah and Greg have. It's like maybe there's another script that the machine is talking.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about how much input you had into developing your character, but you've been told by Jonah that this is kind of the terms of your character. Have you had much?
I think that's kind of the amazing thing about getting to work with Jonah and getting to work in genre television, is that whatever character you start out with does not mean that that's the character you have. I mean, I feel like the journey that I've gotten to do as an actor with this part already, just because the first episode when I was with Reese as Turing, I wasn't Root at all. I mean, I was playing a completely different character. So when I was brought onto the show, I only had that last scene in the car with Harold to know what the actual character I was going to be playing was, and I went away for the summer after one scene, and I mean, I know Jonah was joking, but he was like, look, if you think of a way to like make this character work, give me a call. I didn't really know him that well at that point, and I was a little nervous, and I would be like up at night being like, how could I make that? So luckily he has brilliant ideas and probably knew all along. But yeah, I think that, you know, even I just feel like so much can happen, and there's room for so many different ways for it to go, and I am glad that I don't have the job of making those decisions, and for me it's fun to kind of, you know, you get that script and it's really like opening a present and you're like, what's it going to be? And it's this great surprise of what your character is becoming.
Given the current situation politically, how much more relevant is the show now, given all the things that are going on?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing that I was thinking, like, it's a little bit scary because if they wrote this 3 years ago and now we're finding out this, I'm like, maybe we should be careful about what we write about. Don't give them any more ideas. Absolutely. Well, I certainly think your character adds like I said, a layer of complexity that week after week when we see that you're going to be on there, it's almost, you know, and I thought that the short interaction you had with Shaw, I think it was literally just one scene, but like it seemed like you guys just clicked right away. We were talking about it from the episode Relevance when she sees a picture and realizes that you're the one who's done the dirty work, and she's like, I'm gonna kill that girl. And like right away, you guys had that, and you're both relatively new, because you're going to be added as full time. Can you talk about your relationship with her or with? I mean, I think for me, because I can't predict what the storylines are going to be. That the most thing that I'm looking forward to, the thing that I am most looking forward to for this season is getting to act with all of these great people again, because I feel like I've kind of acted with them all alone, and they sort of all interact together. But when I was with Reese, I was only with Reese, and then I was only with Michael, and then I was only with Shaw. So I think it would be interesting to see if there was a more integrated storyline, and, you know, any chance to torture any of my fellow castmates, all welcome.
You're exceptionally good at that.
You're kind of known for playing, you know, being able to play these like sweet characters like Fred, and then also your character in Much Ado About Nothing, and then you have characters like Root who are like just diabolical. Do you have more fun playing one or the other, or?
For me, I really like getting to switch between. I mean, I don't know that everyone would have said that Beatrice is a sweet. I don't know if Alexis thought, but I just love getting to do, and even, you know, in like switching between Fred and Illyria and Turing and Root, and that I love that thing of like you think that you're someone, or getting to play a different character. So that always excites me when I see like, oh, and then for even if it's in a line, you're like, everything seems nice, and then it's not nice. Then that's just fun.
I thought you had the same thing with Dollhouse. I thought you mixed the sweet and kind character with this person who obviously had a very deep past within the Dollhouse. Did you bring any of that with you to Root?
I hadn't really thought of that. That seems. I mean, now that that character was super complex as well, and, you know, didn't really learn because the series ended earlier what that was. Maybe she was Root before she was a doll. What?
Working with guys like Jonah, but guys like Joss Whedon, these kind of auteurs, almost these great artists. How do you manage your work versus their vision? How does that conversation take place?
I mean, basically, I just give me ideas, because I mean, I think that what I love about working with Joss and why we've collaborated so many times is because he really lets you bounce off of him, and I've learned working with Jonah that he has that same quality. He brings great writers and great people and a great crew together and great actors, and then he gives you great material and lets everybody take it to whatever place that they want to bring it, and then you take it here and he comes in and says, well, what if we did this? And so it all just builds and gets better, and that's the kind. They both have the sense that they give you this free and safe thing to try what you want, and then give you their brilliant ideas on top of it, and so it really makes it all
We're
better.
looking forward to it. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Thank you so much.